start the meeting. It's about 8:42. This is the beginning of the budget process for 2012-2013. And Mr. Tom, we're going to be talking about two things today, water and sewer. Is that correct?
Yes.
How do you want us to handle this?
I can review these have they been distributed?
Yes, we have all these.
I can review these 2 pages of worksheets
Okay.
and explain what I've done.
Okay.
And we'll try to answer any questions that might come up, but I would certainly like to take that opportunity just to go through the worksheet and explain how it's, because it's different than what you've done in the past.
And that's why I say, based on the recent audit, why don't you take the lead, and then we'll follow you.
Perhaps explaining the format.
Yes, that's that's exactly what I would like to do, because it is different, and why it's different, and how the information flows through.
Thank you.
Okay. I guess I'll just start. I've tried to simplify it, and while at the same time trying to clarify the information. And as far as the water and sewer fund goes, I've put it on 2 schedules here. The top schedule is a lead, what I would term a lead schedule, and the one behind that I've labeled at the top right, B1, is some of the supporting detail that carries on to the lead schedule. And the lead schedule, the top one, is just as an overview designed so it follows as close as I could the format like your financial statements are presented. Okay, so there'll be a relationship between the way this schedule is organized and presented and your annual financial statements, so you can sit and compare that information easier than you have been able to in the past, in my opinion. If you don't, obviously, if you don't see that connection, I mean, let me know. But that's what I'm trying to accomplish here, is to relate this. And I've also presented it at the level that the accounts are audited. For example, the salaries and wages, employee benefits, rather than all of the detail that underlies it. The auditor audits at this level, and then also your budget compliance requirements legally at this level. Okay? Because that's one of the major issues here, is that this is a legal compliance document. And we're going to comply at this level rather than trying to make an effort to comply at a minute level. You know, you say repairs on lift station 1, 2, 3. You know, we're complying at the level of repairs. I'm going to go to the schedule.
Let me ask you one
Okay,
question. I think in the audit findings, we're talking about that maybe our beginning balances on the budgets were erroneous.
Okay, well, let me visit that. And good question, it was something I was going to get to, but we'll go to it right now. On the Schedule B, if you come down here, there's remember about 3 lines I've called estimated beginning net assets of $3,493,000.
Okay.
Okay, and that will relate to what we estimate will be the beginning net assets, which is the estimated or the actual ending net assets on your audit, plus what we project for 2012 to finish. So that ties directly on these 2 schedules back to the financial statements.
And of this 3 million.
And that's the net assets, that's not cash, so I don't want to confuse people.
Right.
That's the net assets as presented on the financial statements. In other words, it includes your cash, your property and equipment, your receivables, less any payables. That's your net assets. And there is an enhancement that should be done here, is that we should all city charter. Okay, the state statute requires that we present the prior year's audited and the current year budget, the current year projected, and the next year proposed in terms of dollars. Now, your city charter requires these percentages to be presented. And in order to make the present, it requires the percentages to be presented in terms of percent of revenues and percent of expenditures. So I had to organize these a little bit different than the financial statements here to get those things in the right groups. Okay. And then over on the far right, for your analysis, to help you see where the changes are, I have those far right two columns. There's the current year projected number versus the next year proposed. And so you see the proposed increase or decrease in terms of dollars and in terms of percent. And I believe that by doing that, it highlights where the significant changes are, if any. And in this instance, I think we can zero in on two of the items in the category. In the expenses, in that variance column, the third line down, there's a $36,000 increase. And that is because for the time being, we've included the $50,000 water model study.
That's what the price would be on the request from the citizens, on the citizens' input. They wanted a water model done of pipes throughout our town. $50,000 was the cost of that, so he factored it into there.
It's been included for Okay, so for the time being, that $50,000 water model study is included in there, pending your decision whether to do it or not. So that's been included.
Where's that at?
Okay, on the Schedule B1, in the right pair of columns, and in the expenditures, in the expenses, $36,000.
Under general and administrative expenses.
And you see, that's a 40% increase in that category. So that's why I'm saying when you present it this way, you see the dollar variances and you see the percentages, so that draws your attention to that item. And the explanation is that 50,000 has been included there pending council's decision whether they want to do it or not. And farther down, two more lines down, you see there's a $10,000 increase in the. I'm gonna back up a minute. Did I lose something? Are you okay?
We found it.
Okay, I mean, I don't want to get ahead, I know there's just a lot of numbers here. Two lines down from that, in the utilities, for example, you see a $10,000 increase, which was a 6% increase, and that explanation is the city picked up an extra lift station that they're responsible for the utilities, correct?
That's correct. The lift station at the River Bend Golf Course now has been dedicated to the city, so we're responsible for that. So that increase for the maintenance operation is on it.
So I'm going to back up and talk about the projected numbers that's right in the middle for the 9/30/12. Basically, I've taken the information that the books are reflecting at this point and made a best estimate how the whole year will look. And we're still early in the year, and the estimates still are pretty crude, and the closer you get to the end of the year, the more accurate you can get. But this, at this time, is our best estimate, if you want to call it that, of how the year will wrap up. And I don't know that there's
salaries, we set a, is that a 6.7% increase? Or how was that calculated?
That, yes, that's assuming there's a $25,000 increase in that category, either through personnel or increases in pay, but, and that has not, been calculated from the bottom up, if you would. It's just assuming there's.
Assuming.
Yeah. Where else was I, what else? And I also want to point out that down near the bottom of the operating expenses, the depreciation item. Okay. Now, on your audit, in the first column, this last year, it was 237,000. This year, it's going to be about 180,000. Now, what we need to remember about that is that that's a non-cash expenditure that I included just so we can have an overview of how the operation looks when you put it into the financial statements. But the depreciation is not a cash outlay item. So, I'm just gonna move into the proposed, the proposed numbers right now are really just, looking at what the projected was, what we think the projection is gonna be for this 9/30/12, and again, making an estimate based on if you think that that's gonna be approximately what'll happen the next year. I mean, we don't have any water rate increases planned at this point, correct?
Not during this budget process,
Yeah.
no, at this point in time.
And so, you know, I mean, there's always fluctuation in that depending on weather conditions, so, I think that's a reasonably conservative, as close to estimates we can make based on what we've got. And then I just follow through with the expenditures likewise, to build this proposed budget. And I want to draw your attention down to the last item. I've incorporated, on the last item in the expenditures called a contingency allocation. In the past, when you've constructed your budgets, the way it's been explained to me, you've always had to have some place to handle emergency items, and you put it in a category called deferred maintenance, okay? And that's kind of a misnomer. And so if you had an unusual item, no matter kind of what it was posted in deferred maintenance. Well, really, and that was just kind of, it might have been put in repairs or wherever. So it's a more common practice in governmental accounting just to recognize an item called contingency allocation. And that is the provision for the unexpected or unusual items. So let's say you have an unusual string of water main breaks or storm damage or something like that. So that allows the management to say, okay, we have some contingency, $20,000 here, and if we need to move that budget item up into salaries, we'll do it there. If that's where our unexpected item occurs, or if it occurs, if our utilities go up because our lift station, we have to pick up more lift stations, or if we had an unusual repair item, that's where we go to that. And that, in my mind, the purpose of that is to try to build these budget expenditure categories as close to reality as we can, to avoid having these little cushions laying different places. We're really trying to make as realistic of a picture as we can, and recognizing that everybody needs some room for, you know, we either made a mistake, you can make a mistake in your estimate, or there is an emergency item. And it's just a way to recognize that. And if you don't, and if you move through the year and you don't have such an item come up, well, that stays there, and it's money that's never spent. It's just,
Can that be carried over?
well, if you have, if it's not money, it's just a budget item that's not expended. Okay, it's just like, if you plan on $150,000 for repairs, you spend 140, well, you got 10,000 more left over here. You planned on spending what you did. And the other item that I can think of, down in that proposed, there's a transfers out of 125,000. That is the approximate amount of the debt service that the water and sewer fund needs to, payment it needs to make on that 2008 bond issue for the projects that were done in the water and sewer fund. Okay, that's what that is. So that would say that we would have a net change, or a change in net assets of a minus 115,000. Now, what I want to go back and remind you of is that's not a decrease in cash of 115,000, because that number includes 180,000 of depreciation. So if this all worked out and all other things were equal, your cash would actually grow by the 65,000. Because depreciation is a non-cash expenditure item.
Let me stop right there, Tom, and ask the council if there's any questions or any comments or any discussion at all. Do you have any comments on it?
I just want the council to know that Tom has worked on simplifying the process, and he'll continue to go through his presentation, which the last page shows line by line like we're used to say this is specifically for this, and he's made some points, and I'll ask him to explain that in his terms, which make a lot of sense on our budgeting process. The only thing that we included for, on our water and sewer budget for this coming year was that $50,000 for a water model at this point in time, yes, sir.
And then I'm gonna go forward to the lead schedule B and the schedule B. And I just wanted to show down at the bottom, in, I wanted to display any fixed asset acquisition and any loan or bond issue proceeds at the bottom of schedule B, I'm sorry, at the very bottom, there's two lines. And one's labeled fixed asset acquisitions, and the other's labeled loan or bond issue proceeds. And that's, right now, there's, as far as I've had with discussions with Andy, there is nothing major as far as projects in the water and sewer fund, so nothing's provided here, but I think, my understanding is that will hinge on the process of getting grants or a loan from the state or whatever source to do something here.
If you've seen in the, that's correct, if you've seen in the newspaper where we're having a public hearing in regards to the grant process that we apply for every year, something that we do every single year. The first year that I was here, we got $250,000 that was allocated specifically for the wastewater treatment plant upgrade. Last year we had applied again. We didn't make the ranking that we needed to because we had been awarded the previous year. So this year we're applying again for another $250,000. I think it's $275,000 this year. $275,000, the process that we go through every year. If we want to include it in this budget to say by 2013, before this budget cycle is over, we may get the 275 included in there. If we get it, then we use it. If we don't, then it's just another number in there. Also, the USDA grant process that we're going through to for the wastewater treatment plant expansion, if we want to put the cost estimate that we got that we keep saying 2.4 or 2.5 million, which is something that's been in place before, if we want to include that in there also, then we can include it in there. If we get that USDA loan by then we move to have it. We can do it now, or as we get them, then we can do a budget amendment and include it. So whatever the council feels comfortable with.
I got a suggestion. I don't know on the savings that we've saved in this year's, that's coming up. We might wanna look into implementing that at the water plant, or part of that USDA loan, maybe we can get that and actually save, it'll actually pay for itself. So I don't know if that's what we're here for, or we're waiting, or sewage is gonna bring that up, but I think that's a tool we can use.
These notes will be taken, council, on whatever the council directs. Like you said, this is our
Okay.
first actual numbers, budget workshop. But if you do, and Tom, excuse me for jumping in, but on budget schedule B1, without knowing who was gonna get the refuse contract, if you look at the fees in there, he has disposal fees and sampling costs, the projected that we'll end up paying this year, and then we actually budgeted the same number, for that. It's something that we're gonna be a cost savings, and that money that we projected can either be used to purchase the equipment that you're talking about and reclassified or adjusted either way. I'm sorry, Tom.
Oh, no, that's fine, it's a discussion. So if we need to include some equipment and recognize the effect on the cost, and do that, whatever.
Tom, did you say that there was not any type of funding for future projects, like we had talked about deferred maintenance? There's nothing like
Well,
to putting some cash aside for,
well, that will occur. I mean, if this all came true here, let's say it just came to fruition, just like we said, we would grow by the 65,000 of cash. So that cash is sitting there, available, and then you could decide that you want to reserve it. You can put it in a specific cash account if you want, to build up a kitty if you would. But
Again, that's a guesstimate though, right?
oh,
We're
yes,
not gonna-
I mean, that's why every line here is labeled estimate and so
Right.
forth. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's like every year.
What's that?
It's like any other year.
Oh, sure.
Don't excuse me, I have to be somewhere, I have to run, brother.
Thank you, sir.
I won't be here next coming week, cause I've gotta go to Florida to do that convention, so. Just so you know.
Andy, is there anything else? I mean, I've talked to different ones, you about different things, and do I need to clarify something or bring something
Would you
up?
like to hear the numbers line by line as he's got them, or?
Well, actually, no, the meat of the process comes when we actually come in here and everyone sits and asks what they want.
Yeah.
That's when the numbers are gonna detail exactly what we need.
and what I would like to see, once we do the water market, if we see that there's a definite concern in certain parts of the area, and I'm thinking specifically 181, if there's some upgrades that we need to do on the water lines, where do we find the funding for that? How can we allocate funds for that? Would that end up being in the USDA?
It'll be in the USDA, that's why the resolution that was read said for wastewater treatment plant expansion or other infrastructure needs. So
Okay.
that's where we're looking at funding that. But we are still waiting on the presentation from the gentleman with the USDA, he's not with the USDA, I'm sorry, he's the contractual person that's doing our water and sewer rate stuff.
Okay, any other, yes, sir?
I'm just gonna comment on that. We got a P and Z thing coming, and I'm not trying to badger this thing to death, but the 36,000 or 50,000, whether I'm looking at the right place or not, but the water modeling and the effort of figuring out where your water model and your sewer model works. I don't know if the council really appreciates the difficulty that P and Z is currently having. We've got an application pending on Sutherland Springs Road for storms to be approved out there in the ETJ and possibly in the city, depending on whether he's in or out. And he wants water service and sewer service from the city when he's in the ETJ. Okay? And I just want you to kind of understand that this is not easy to do. first thing he says is, I want water and sewer. In the ETJ, he's probably gonna have to seek a plat or some approval from it. All right, I talked to Mr. Heimer, and Mr. Heimer says, well, that's gonna go by Lone Oak Apartments, and we don't have capacity in that line. Okay? When we did the Lone Oak some 9 months ago, we caught that when we were doing a projection for the 4th apartment unit, not the 6th. So we're already overloaded, or right at capacity in Lone Oak, without building the additional 2 units. And now we've got somebody up at Sullivan Springs that's projecting the additional water capacity demand on you and additional sewer demand on you. Okay? We don't have the water model yet. Okay? But Heimer's got the capacity to tell you, at least as an estimate, what you can approve and what you can't approve. And the reason I've said you really need to get the water model is you need to know what you can serve and approve for plat. And you really shouldn't be approving a plat if you don't have the capacity in the line to serve that area. And the only way you can determine that is through the model. And the process, I want to raise a hand here. Let's assume she's the lady that's looking for service. Okay? We've got morning from 6 to 8, high demand for water. In the evening, when she comes home, we've got high demand for water from 6 to 8 in the evening. That's the diurnal curve, not your urinal curve, but the diurnal curve. Okay? And that means that everybody in town basically turns on their tap between 6 to 8 in the morning, 6 to 8 in the evening. That's your maximum demand. So somebody's got to model that demand for that particular line, whether it's a 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch line, and assume that everybody's going to place what looks like a maximum demand on that line. And your sewer is the same. And what you do with the model is you can take the model and say, well, the typical house uses this, but the model only goes so far. What you do next is you've got to calibrate that model. And that means that one of the gentlemen that work in the sewer department or the water department has actually got to go out and put a meter on the sewer line or a meter on the water line and see how the actual use compares with your model. And then go back and recalibrate your model to see what's reality on the ground versus what's in the model. And the reason I'm trying to get you to be kind of sensitive about this is it's not so much it's a legal issue, it's just my water clients and I deal with this issue all the time about extension of service. And this extension of service is beginning to be an issue for the city as we start moving up the watersheds, thinking about how water flows downhill for sewer or up the watershed and how whether we have the pressure to push the potable water up to the new locations. And so we're asking P&Z, and I'm saying this kind of for your benefit too, Tom, we're asking P&Z to say this is okay to plat this. And the first question I'm asking P&Z for those meetings that I go to is, has an engineer certified that there's adequate water for the approval? Has an engineer certified that there's adequate sewer line for approval? Because the last thing we want to do is say, yeah, just go build it. And then somebody wakes up the next morning and they're on the way to that apartment or they're on the way to that, and they'll do like the first client I ever went to see in Wichita Falls, which is the guy starts coming from the back of the room to the front of the room. His wife was headed for heart surgery one day and the water got turned off. And she's in the middle of the shower soaked up. And guess why the water got turned off? There wasn't capacity. And so we don't want to be in that deal, and if we're not doing a holistic planning, and this is not budget, but it's how your budget has an impact. Sure. If we're not doing holistic planning on water and sewer as the city starts to really jump forward, we're going to have plat approvals without engineering review or plat approvals without model
money aside for,
Well, and the USDA grant,
Yeah.
because the USDA, I shouldn't say grant, loan likely.
and what's the right amount to set aside?
Well, and that's where I'm trying to go, and I'm being a little long-winded, I apologize. But the modeling process has got to take place before we can really do, and I tried to say this the night you let me have the stand out there. The modeling process has really got to happen before you can determine what your projected needs are and your line sizes are. And until you know your line sizes, you can't calculate the cost of your loan and grant.
So you're thinking that we should do this before the budget is over?
No, I don't think you can get there before the budget's over. And I'm really getting to the point where I'm just, bottom line, my comments, I think you'll have to do a new budget or an addenda to the budget of water and sewer. When you finally get the model in place and you get your modeling done and you get your PER, your preliminary engineering report, you'll have to do a recalc of your water and
If
sewer.
that project would land in this period, I'm not sure the timing even would happen that fast. But yes, you're right, yeah.
You know,
And all I'm trying to get at is, we've got some major areas that we're beginning to see crunchy on, where your growth is beginning to get there. And your RV parks, while they're not as highly used, think of where you've suddenly got RV things now, and those demands where you've never had any demands before, and how you've got to respond to those. So in terms of what we're looking at P and Z, I just want you to kind of see, there's some other parts to the wheels that are kind of important, not kind of, they're real important, because if you think the citizens out there have concerns now about what you're not spending, try turning the water off while somebody's taking a shower in the morning or in the evening, or telling somebody they can't flush, or telling somebody they can't have a subdivision, or can't have a whatever because you don't have capacity.
Mayor, can I add a couple of things on
Please.
that, on the same note? And, this council, through staff, has been very proactive, and that's why we are budgeting for the water model as requested by the citizens. And what happens is that a lot of the citizens may not understand that we undertake numerous projects at one time.
Sure.
One of the projects that's going on is a water and sewer rate study, which is for this reason. The updated ordinances on, that the P and Z have done, as Lou has requested, or stated. The USDA loan that we have started the process to undertake, and then any grant money that we can receive. The master plan was this council's, in my mind, biggest achievement that you have done to set things in motion for the growth that we've had. Every city within the Eagle Ford area is experiencing what we're experiencing, and we are staying on top of what we need to stay through the council's directive. One of the things that I want to make sure that we clear up is this water model is going to identify the sizes of lines throughout our city, the capacity, and where we can expand and where we can't. What they do not do, and we gotta make sure that we clear up, is they don't prevent water main breaks. Because water main breaks occur during the summer times because of drought, because of what happens with ground shifting, and they don't just occur in Floresville, they occur, last night as I was watching the news, San Antonio, has to deal with them constantly. So we are not, any different, and it's not because the council hadn't done what they're set out to do. So we are gonna move on the water model with the council's approval through the budgeting process to take another step to making our city what we want it to do, and that's proactive and take the next step, so.
in all this, you're talking about the necessity and, you know, and with everything costs is involved. And if you look at what we budget and what we make, see it or you don't, the sewage fees and the water fees need to be raised. If not, you're gonna be stuck having to find out where you're gonna get that money from. You can only spend so, for instance, let me give you an example. Say it rains all next year, which has happened to us before, and we screwed that budget up by, I'm talking 200, you're talking a huge deficit. I wasn't, regardless whether I was here or not, the issue is that it's things happen that we were not, that we weren't foreseeing or forecasting. And he's got a valid point in the fact that you have to budget that money. And everyone's gonna say, everyone always says, where, there is a solution. And you gotta be willing to make that solution to make that happen. The trash management issue was one of the, if you look at it, that's one of the things that we've looked at and we contemplated for over a year, and it's come to it's come to light. You've actually saved money. You might not have been this, the value, everything will come back out and we'll have numbers on that whole total value. But that's what we need to forecast, and that's what people don't understand is when you're here, you're gonna have to make a conscious decision based on what your needs are for your city. I'm thinking, okay, what if that river part goes up? What if it doesn't? The main resource we're gonna have there is an elevated water tank and sewage. Why is that important? Because it's needed. What can we do then? Okay, I'll tell you what, you can run all of 181, all of 97. Guess what? It gives you extra pressure for that. You can close lines from 181 and just feed 181. We have a water tower that we've been looking at putting into for over a year. When I got here in May, it's been sitting there. Eaglesfield. That's a water source right there. Just, can we use it or can't we? What is going to cost us? There's always a solution to each problem. And that's what I want y'all to foresee and take into consideration is, this is what you got. This is all you got to budget. So what is it that you need to do to create that extra money to tackle these type of future endeavors with whether it be public or residential or commercial or whatever it might be. And we really need to take a step forward because we've been taking a step backwards for years, and we're not putting the growth of Floresville, inside. We're not. We can go with this budget and not raise anything. Next year you're gonna be like, man, you know what we need now? You know what we're gonna need now? You know what we're gonna need now? And I'm gonna tell you right now that you got a valid point. Because our rates are so low, they might not even offer us a grant. And that's just the bottom line. And then we're stuck with where are you going to get the money to do it now? We looked, I told Sherry, I said, Sherry, you know what? We had to come up, what did we say? Sell our crap water. Sell it. You know what? We can fund that. Can that be used? Yes. We weren't thinking it had the opportunity to gross $300,000 a year. But you know what? If that's what it takes, and that's the solution that we took and said, this is how we can fix it. Maybe we can figure out how we can pay that off. And right now with the trash rescues, I'm looking at another site where you dry your sludge. What does that create for us? We pay that off. It probably save us anywhere to $170,000 to $180,000 a year. No one's ever thought of that. But it's in the long run, 5 years from now, it's going to save us $800,000, $900,000 back in our pocket if we invest in that. What we're doing here is trying to set our monies aside so you can create things later. The waste management is going to save us. It might not have saved us the 160 what I told everybody now. No one believed me last week. Today, everyone wanted it. Everyone wanted that one that said, well, I want that one because that's going to save you that. But no one realized everything between the lines that you're going to have to pay out of pocket when it's all said and done. And that's what's important. I didn't go in there thinking, okay, well, you know what, John put me in, so I'm not going to do. No, I went in there with the same concept as us 5 are going to come out smelling like a rose because this is what's going to happen. And that's what's important. I mean, we really have to take a step forward from here because you look at these numbers. I'm gonna name 3 or 4 other things. Okay? Your police borrowing agreement. Mayor, you have a number on that? Right off the top of your head. What did it cost us in the next 3 years?
Probably 300.
We got it restated and it was in the council packets, but
say probably anywhere, I'm gonna take a guess and say over $200,000 in just wages. And where are you gonna budget with that? I mean, these are things that we all need to look at. This is very important. He could give us that same budget under, and that should probably go under what, wages and benefits? Or employee benefits, employee salaries and wages? You look at that.
When it gets to PD.
Yeah, this is
You look
just
at-
one.
It's just
Right.
one.
No, I'm just saying, but you look at that
And
increase,
you will see a
and you're
similar-
gonna see it a similar, and it's gonna say, actually 46% or 28%. And you're like, what the, you're thinking, where are we gonna get that, And it's true, everyone says, where are you gonna get that money, where are you gonna get that money, where are you gonna get that money? The thing is that, when you tell them this is the way to make it, this is the way to do it, if you charge this much, you can put this much up into an account, just like he says. I've been saying that since 2004, and we've yet to do it. Not one of us has attempted to do it.
Andy?
That's it, Mayor. We want to make sure that the council has some time to look at this, and again,
Any recommendations? We heard from Mr. Gomez. Any other recommendations from the council?
I'm glad you brought that up. It's very important. Or we just stop building.
what is our next step, Tom, to work on the remaining part of the budget? This is water and sewer, and then we were gonna get into the departments.
Each department will bring it to us.
He's doing everything with, he
Oh,
compiles,
really?
he compiles with
Oh.
the
When will you
department
be ready
heads,
for
their
the next
wishes.
I didn't hear you.
When will you be ready for the next department?
It depends what we pick, because the general fund is a really huge task.
Okay, will you tell us which?
Couple weeks.
That would be my goal, a couple of weeks to do the general fund. And that's the big one. If we want to do something next week, we can, I guess I'd have to look and see what we can do. The refuse fund, we have, I'm not sure where the status of that contract.
Well, that contract will get signed next Thursday.
Oh, okay, so
Will you,
that would go.
we have totals of monies that, will you have a pretty, well, it's gonna take you a couple weeks probably to get everything.
And we'll start working.
Once the contract is signed, that's the official budget that we're working with, we'll compile those
Okay.
numbers.
Alright.
Any
There
other,
will be some savings.
any other discussion? John, Chris? Staff, Mark, Sherry? Sherry Martinez?
Well, actually, you're right.
Sherry Martinez?
It's Martinez Castillo.
Ms. Martinez, you got a couple of minutes?
I took all the medication anyway, so.
If not, let's, if you wanna do one next week, Tom, let's just go have it together with the council meeting. Let's have it separate. It makes it a long night.
Sure. And we can do that, I will get with Tom and then, get with our city secretary so she can see what the next budget workshop, it won't interfere with our next council